John, what did you think the main reasons for your loss were tonight?
In the end, just not grabbing our opportunities, I think.
7:23 obviously looks bad. There seemed to be quite a few sort of rushed and punched over as well. How bad was the kicking in your
There's certainly two or three maybe that were you'd call sitters that you'd expect to kick. You miss one of them every week, but some of those rush ones were kicks at goal that weren't going to score. They land on the line when probably they were goal attempts. So, yeah, that's it.
John, we've talked about Gaff and Shuey before having to learn to cope with opponents. They were highly accountable midfield tonight. Is it a case your young midfield as a group has to get over the top of that ability to, a team that tries to match you up, basically one-on-one football, they have to get better at that?
Well, Gaff is certainly, he's only 20, I think. So, yeah, he's going pretty well considering he's now getting close attention most weeks. So we're comfortable that he's going to learn how to deal with that and well and truly cope with it down the track. Absolutely. Got no doubt that he will be a very good player regardless of getting tagged or not.
Do you have to find a way to free Shannon Hurn up a bit more too?
No, not really, no. There's things that are happening. If teams are just going to play that defensive forward, then that's going to limit some of their opportunities as well. So that can be a bonus for us. So Shannon copped the same attention last year as he has this year, and I think he finished pretty high up in our best and fairest, and the team performed pretty well. So we're confident that he'll continue to do so.
How's Darren Glass, John, and what did he do?
Well, I've just had an update on Darren that it's some sort of muscle strain in his shoulder. It didn't pop out. So, he got through the game and they're confident that he won't pull up any worse than he is tonight, so therefore will be available next week. So, that's now just wait and see.
He struggled to lift his arm at times. Is that a concern that it might still be like that?
It was tonight.
How quickly?
I don't know the answer to that. All I'm saying is he's confident he'll be available next week, and he won't make himself available if he can't lift his arm up. So he must be confident.
Did you get close to subbing him out tonight, and what were you weighing up when you were deciding?
Yeah, we did weigh that up, but that was going to restrict some other opportunities to use Dalziel in another role. So. We knew Glassy was only at probably 50 or 60% of what he could normally contribute, but we were comfortable to do that and try Dalziel in for Cripps.
And a good effort, I guess, to fight on anyway, and was he in a lot of pain having to do that?
He looked like he was in pain. I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know.
In terms of the pace of Yarran and Garlick tonight, how much role did that play in their win, and how hard was that to stop?
Well, it's hard to stop if they get goal side of you, and they got us off probably just a couple of poor turnovers when we had control of the footy. So our boys were setting up to attack, and we messed it up. A couple of silly errors that cost our teammates. But Yarran was very good with his run and grabbed his opportunities.
Did you feel for Adam Selwood chasing Yarran?
No, of course not. That's what you got to do.
I suppose
you play footy and you match up on guys with different strengths. I feel for a lot of forwards that Adam plays on that haven't had a kick on him in the past. So, it's give it your best shot, and that's what he did. So I respect him for that.
John, Carlton generated a lot of run-off half-back, much as Hawthorn did a fortnight ago. Is that a concerning trend for you in terms of the scores that have come from that run?
From who?
Well, in terms of Andrew Walker was terrific. There was the run of Birchall a fortnight ago. A lot of the scores came from rebounds out of defensive 50.
Yeah, probably the issue for us was that the game was there up for grabs tonight. So regardless of how Carlton generated their score, we generated as many opportunities, and one team was going to end up in front really out of tonight. It's one of those games that everything was pretty even. We won a lot of the things we asked the players to work on. So I'm certainly not questioning our endeavour. We just weren't good enough in the end to capitalise on our opportunities. So, yeah, every game you play, you can pick out one little thing and say they were on top there, and I can say, well, we were on top in other areas. We won the inside 50s, and we had more shots at goal than Carlton, and so I'm sure they're concerned about a few of those things. If they had lost, when you win, you can put it away and say we don't care. But yeah, overall, there's areas we want to get a bit better at. And
John, to lose 3 in a row at Subi, how concerning is that, considering you've generally been so strong?
well, it's not really a concern about where. No, you know, we've won one game, so just discount where they are, because if you want to play in good finals and be a top team, you've got to win everywhere. You can't just rely on winning at home. So yeah, that's not an issue at all.
Injury-wise, besides Glass, how did you pull up?
Pretty good. Yep.
Might anyone come back for next week?
Waters would be a good chance. I think that's well, Rosa played today, got through, but I think Waters, out of the guys that didn't play this weekend, might be the only one. Maybe McGinnity didn't play this weekend, but I think he'll be right to play next week.
And Rosa would need another weekend off, would you have thought?
He was pretty good apparently today when he got up and going. He was a bit rusty early, but finished really strong. So that's a selection issue that will weigh up.
You said after your season ended last year that you thought speed was a problem that you needed to fix. Is that still an issue?
No, I don't think so, no. You know, just grabbing your opportunities. You know, I think we just made too many errors tonight. Our ball use and capitalising on the opportunities we created just wasn't quite good enough tonight.
What do you put that down to, John?
I don't know, it was just frustrating. There was a period there for 10 minutes I was shaking my head. I think it was both ways. Carlton messed something up, then we'd mess something up. And it's just making good decisions. You know, the players have got to be good enough to grab their opportunities. And we didn't do that tonight. We had 30 scoring shots, as I said, 30 times the ball got close enough to our goal out of 50 times in. So that's right on the money that you want. Kick 20 goals, 10, and you're looking like a really sharp team. But we weren't good enough to create that sort of return.
Are there nights, you think, where that... I mean, you had points early. I think you had 6 points on the board before you kicked a goal. Does it just become a self-perpetuating thing? It gets in the...
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't.
But do you think it does?
No. Well, I can't speak for every player, but we don't talk about those things. We don't challenge our players to say, kick straighter now and we'll go all right. We challenge players to stick to effort and intensity and desire and enjoy the challenge and do all those things. So, yeah, we focus on the really good stuff that we know we can do, and we know we're good enough to... We know we're better than what we showed at times tonight in terms of capitalising on those opportunities, but we didn't do it. And we didn't do it early, but we didn't do it for most of the night.